This is Maginoni, and here's my reviews for Spider-Man 691 and 692. Now, with 691, this is the end of the Lizard saga, and I have to admit I was really getting worried about this, but when I got to this issue here, everything paid off perfectly. Uh, it's like you have the lizards being very docile, because, like they mentioned in the book, lizards and humans are enemies, so they're not attacking. And it's basically the lizard is attacking because it's the Kurt Connors part persona, and I thought like all of this part, the art was good, the 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 way the panel selection was really well done, the way that the story just flows, and you have another transformation for the lizard, which I thought was fine, but what I thought was really surprising is at the end where Peter just the way he acts towards the villains. Now, Peter has that problem of I don't want to say problem, but he has that thing of no one dies. So he does have a problem with putting the harpoon needle into the lizard's head, which I thought was like a spectacular picture. Um, then the fact that how he had to make that decision to actually jam it in like that, I thought that was great. And Peter was so cold when he goes past Morbius's cell, and Morbius is, I just want to know if she's alive, if she's okay. I thought that was great, and with the lizard part interaction at the end, also fantastic. This was a really well done series, and Slott did a great job with ending it. Now with 692, this is the beginning of Alpha. Now I liked how Alpha's character was very similar to Peter, but he was a little bit different. Again, he was like a loser kid, doesn't really fit in, doesn't want to take chances, and he lacks certain parts of Peter's personality from the way back when, but you can see him as a modern day Peter Parker. And even I liked how everything tied in with how his origin even stemmed from Peter's experiment. And basically, what they're doing is they're setting Alpha up to be an Omega level superhero, where he's got tremendous powers, and his powers are going to expand over time. And since Peter was involved in the, it's his experiment that caused this to happen. Uh, he basically the superhero community comes up to him and says, "Well, you're going to have to guide him," and he basically does all the mistakes, I guess you could say, that a kid would do. He goes to school, he kind of shows off, he's now got his girlfriend, he's kind of acting dickish a little bit, he's got a little attitude, and it's pretty much exactly what we would all do if we had powers going and we were in high school. And even his parents, the way they react, it's like, they first couldn't care less about him, then the next minute they want to sue Horizon Labs because of the accident, and now once they're going to make money, now they're suddenly they're very involved in his life. And I think part of me is interested in the character, but on the other hand, I'm like, I really don't want to deal with a character like this just because he's too powerful. And even though he is limited to one power at a time, it's just I don't know. I'd rather see a character like Spider-Man, who he has strength, agility, the spider sense, but he can still really be harmed. And but who knows? Maybe this character would actually develop into something better if they're giving him enough time to do that. Uh, but since Slott's writing it, I have a feeling he'll be on the right path. Along that, we get a couple side stories, which they're okay. It's basically, if you remember that one classic issue where Peter says, Spider-Man no more. Well, they're saying, well, a criminal got his costume, and he basically gets a life lesson. And the other part is uh, or as Spider-Man, basically helps a kid and really leaves a positive impression on the boy, and really does a nice thing for him. And so it's like one of those feel-good type stories. Overall, I thought 692 was a solid read, but personally, I'm like, while these stories were good, I really don't need the extra fluff. Even though they're kind of entertaining, it's just kind of like I just want my main story and just don't charge me extra for it. Overall, though, I enjoyed them both, and what I'll do for you guys is give you the code for this one. And if you watch the Facebook page, I'll put the code for that one up there sometime. Okay, so if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. And I'll have more reviews and stuff later. I got tons and tons of stuff to go through still, but I am getting through it. So until next time.